Assalamu alaikum. This is AppSec's online support program. I am Shokan Nasir from Armin Public School Boys Branch Senior Section 2. Today is Friday 22nd May 2020 and this is your second week in class 10. Dear student, I hope you all are fine and happy and enjoying a very good study session at home. First, recap of the previous lesson. Book page 17 and 18. Problem number 13. Convert temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Convert temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. This was our previous lesson. How we planned that solution. How we planned the conversion of Fahrenheit to Celsius. Dear students, in which you study how we develop an algorithm for the conversion of Fahrenheit to the Celsius by applying a formula of physics. Input, required output and processing. This is the algorithm that we studied in our previous lesson. Start, let the temperature in Fahrenheit be 100, calculate temperature in Celsius C, etc. In the second question that was discussed in the previous lesson, problem number 14, find the factorial of a number. This question was given on the book page number 18. I told you in detail what is factorial and how we can find the factorial of any number by using a button on calculator. This is the button. I find the factorial 4. I solve the factorial 2. So this is the concept related to the factorial. This button is given in your calculator. Okay. This question was discussed in detail. Planning the solution, how we plan the solution, input, given number, required output, factorial of a given number. Then processing work, find the product of all number from 1 to the given number. The algorithm was developed on the basis of input and output requirement. Step 1 start, step 2 initialize loop variable k and factorial f to 1. Then calculate the product. हमने product को calculate किया. You saw how the product was calculated. Increment k by 2 and every time we increase the value of k by 1. So that was all about of our previous lesson. No. Open book page 18, 10, 19. Our objective is, by the end of this lesson, students will be able to understand the flowchart and its importance. अब flowcharts क्या है? What is flowchart? What is flowchart? This is a new concept to all of you. What is a flowchart? क्या होता है? Flowchart in solving a problem. How we can solve a problem by using a flowchart? Flowchart in fact is an easier method to solve a problem. But flowchart will be drawn after algorithm. Before algorithm we cannot draw or avoid to draw a flowchart. Step for drawing flowchart. As you know that every process has certain steps. So flowchart is also consists of few type of steps and symbol that were discussed in the next lesson. Book page 18 and 19. The question is, what is a flowchart? Flowchart क्या होता है भाई? Answer is available on book page number 18. Flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of algorithm. किसी भी algorithm को diagrammatically mean in the form of pictures. जब हम represent करते हैं, that is called a flowchart. It describe what operations are required to solve a problem, given problem. कि किस तरह एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के ऑपरेशंस मीन स्टेप्स अवेलेबल होते हैं. देन अब हमने देखा कि फ्लो चार्ट क्या होता है. देन व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट डिस्क्राइब द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ फ्लो चार्ट. व्हाई वी यूज फ्लो चार्ट, व्हाई वी डेवलप फ्लो चार्ट आफ्टर एल्गोरिथम. Flow chart has its own importance and it is very interesting or important method to solve a problem, to discuss a problem with some other one. Boys, as you know that the sometime a picture is much greater explanation than a thousand word. जैसे एक न्यूज़पेपर है, on the newspaper top page there is a news in the form of some kind of cartoons or some kind of diagrams. You can say this is the flow chart. It gives in detail explanation. No question. Describe importance of flowchart. Flowchart illustrate the sequence of operation to be performed to solve a problem in form of a diagram. फ्लो चार्ट की मदद से हम डायग्राम की मदद से इजीली अपनी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामर ड्रॉ फ्लो चार्ट बिफोर राइटिंग कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम. इट प्रोवाइड एन ईजी वे टू एनालाइज एंड फाइंड सोल्यूशन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. ये सबसे आसान तरीका है कि हम प्रॉब्लम को हम इजीली डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, इजीली हम उसको बयान कर सकते हैं और इजीली इट प्रोवाइड एन ईजी वे टू एनालाइज एंड फाइंड द सोल्यूशन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. इससे हम इजीली अपनी प्रॉब्लम के सोल्यूशन तक इजीली हम तक रीच कर सकते हैं. Then I hope you understood this concept of flowcharts. Next, in the today lesson, I give you the recap of the lesson. We learned about flowchart and its importance. Flowchart क्या है और इसकी importance क्या है in particularly in the computer programming. Flowchart in solving a problem. How we can solve a problem by using a flowchart. Then step for drawing flowchart. It will be discussed in the next lesson. There are few steps to describe the flowchart. Let's suppose we will also discuss the step for solving flowchart. Step for drawing flowchart available on book page number 19. The flowchart developer must determine the following requirements for the given problem or the algorithm before drawing a flowchart. Number 1. Input to the flowchart. What are our inputs? What is input? Type of processing required. किस तरह की हमें processing चाहिए? Let's suppose एक मैं example दूंगा. If you are going to develop an Android mobile phone, the processor will be different. If you want to run a supercomputer, the processor will be different. If you want to buy a desktop or laptop computer machine, the processor will be different. So for every problem we need to develop the processing requirement according to that particular problem. Decision to be taken. क्या क्या हमने फैसले करने हैं. What decision will be taken. The output to be proceed after processing. और after processing हमने output को किस तरह से produce करना है. Boys, written work will be available on book page number 18. Question 1. What is a flowchart? Question number 2. Describe the importance of flowchart. If you feel any problem, you can contact me on WhatsApp from 9 to 11. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again. Allah Hafiz.